Hi, my name is Nathan Ashley, and for my final project in Construction Management 100, I will be talking about the New York City Water Tunnel number 3. So, the main problem that New York City had with their water tunnels was that there are 3 tunnels. Water tunnels number 1 and 2 have been sealed up since their conception. So basically they made them, sealed them up, and basically just left it sitting there. So, an older tunnel, with time, there's gonna be aging, and it's not gonna be as efficient as it once was. Water waste has been a major issue for New York City in the past 40, 50 years, and not enough water has been transported to the outlying places such as upstate New York. Efficiency has been a major issue, outdated designs, and just safety in general. So, like I said, the problems, they're old. They're old tunnels. As you can see here, this is a picture of one of the first tunnels. These are the sand dogs who are down there working in the tunnels, making sure everything runs, everything's working. As you can see here, there's a divergent path, so it takes one path, another, they all split. It's like a big maze down there. As you can see here, this is another picture of one of the first or second tunnels. I'm not quite sure. But these seem to be the contractors or engineers behind the operation. Typically, you wouldn't see sand dogs down there in suits. So that's just my inference on that. But as you can see there, one giant pipe goes into 3 separate divergent pipes, and they all go throughout the city. So, the solution to these older tunnels and efficiency and safety issues was the conception of a third water tunnel. This tunnel would span 60 miles. It would cost the state of New York $6 billion, and it would provide New York with 1.3 billion gallons of water. Not only would it provide the much needed water that New York and the outlying areas need, it would also allow for maintenance and inspection of the first 2 tunnels. So, not only will it give more water, you can also fix the older tunnels that haven't been opened. You can go through, inspect them, make sure everything's working fine and dandy. This project was created by the state of New York, and it was through their Department of Environmental Protection, also known as the DEP. The DEP started construction in 1970, and it has been delayed many times throughout the years, but it is said to be completed by 2026. If it actually gets there, who knows? But within the next 10 years or so, it should be done. As you can see here, this is a map of the area of New York and the proposed locations for tunnel number 3. There are 4 stages for tunnel number 3. This picture is only going over stage 3 and 4. So as you can see here, these are the different aqueducts feeding into the city, going into the original tunnels. The introduction of tunnel number 3 would basically bypass all these aqueducts and just have one major tunnel that you can continue to have running while you work on the other 2. It goes through the Bronx, East River, and it goes all the way down to Brooklyn and Queens. So it hits all the areas of New York City, and as you can see here, it would go down and connect to these aqueducts and go out to the other areas of New York. This right here is just a 3D rendering of how the water would be distributed to the public. As you can see here, this is tunnel number 1. This is the 3rd one. So it would go up an uptake shaft through the upper bedrock layer. It's the actual tunnel itself is 500 feet below the surface, and it would go up to the water distribution hubs. This right here is the actual tunnel, the new tunnel itself, right there, and this is a little rendering of what it would look like going up from the lower levels to the top. This right here is a concrete This is what they use to actually make the concrete walls, the thick casing of it, by Maxon. Actually, they're one of the contractors for this project. And this is a little diagram of how the concrete makers would sit in the tunnel and the actual dimensions of everything. This is my reference sheet for all my information through this presentation. Thank you for your time and have a great day.